Hello, everyone. We continue our parade of computation with our negative numbers, also known as our rational numbers. All right. So again, we're revisiting people again, our fractions, our decimals, our rules for our integers, stirring them up into one big pot. All right. And away we go. So let's see what we've got here. First of all, notes should be taken care of. All right. We should be in our, all right, as I bring it up here, there we go. Lesson 13 notes. And again, not a lot of new information that's here. Taking something that we did over here, and then something we did over there, and then bringing them together. So lesson 13, we're dividing with rational. So we're using our rules for dividing with fractions, and then over here with our dividing with our decimals. First thing we do want to keep in mind is not to lose track of the sign. So one of the big things I'm a fan of is simply making sure I get my answer ready to go. All right. And I know it's going to be a negative. So I've taken care of that. So now all I'm doing here is using my rules of multiplying by the reciprocal. And remember, we change it to a multiplication problem, and we always flip that second fraction. Remember, dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by a half, taking half of something there. So I'm looking for some cross division now, and there it is. Look at that 6 and the 12. Let's divide them both by 6. Yeah. Nothing with the 7 and 15. I know, disappointment. So now we just multiply across. 1 times 15 is 15. 7 times 2 is 14. All right. We can leave it as an improper fraction. So my winning answer is negative 15 14ths. All right. Again, you don't have to do that at the beginning. If you find it helps yourself, wonderful. If they do give me a mixed number, remember you do need improper fractions first. So if it was negative 2 and 6/7, instead of just 6/7 that's there, you'd have to do 7 times 2 is 14, 14 plus 6 is 20, and you'd be working with your negative 27. Just a reminder there. Okay, in question number 2, again, we are dealing with different signs. So I know my answer is going to be negative. So again, I want to keep that in mind. I'm dividing by the 900ths. All right. And the thing we want to remember here is I can only divide by a whole number. So 900ths, it's not. I can multiply it by 100 because that's going to move the decimal 2 places to the right. You don't actually have to think of it as multiplying by 100. You just think about moving it all the way to the far right to make it a whole number. Whatever you do on the outside, you have to do on the inside. Or again, you could be highly mathematical and say, hey, I need to multiply both the values by 100. Oh, okay, does the same job. The main thing here is it's now a 9. All right. And then the main thing here on the inside, it's 2 and 25 hundredths. So let's keep in mind, let's push our decimal straight up. All right. Can take any groups of 9 out of 2 out of a 22? Yes, we can. Take 2 groups out. There's 18. There's a 4. Oh, are you? Oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? 9 times 5. Yeah, that's 45. We're done, people. Show's over. I didn't even get a chance to add any zeros. No repeating bars to deal with. Oh, my goodness. Just my negative 25 hundredths. All right. So again, flip back if you need to. Look back at those other sections regarding the rational numbers, because that's all we've got going on with it. All right, people. We're done here.